Let me explain the Prosci ADKAR to you in a way you have never heard it explained before. When I coach change managers, leaders, and other organizational change management teams, I present the Prosci ADKAR in this way, and it clicks instantly for everyone. People just get the full scope of the Prosci ADKAR certification without having to spend thousands of dollars doing it. Here we go. So ADKAR, ADKAR, the first letter A stands for awareness. The next letter D is desire. The next letter K is knowledge. The next letter A is ability. And the final letter R is reinforcement. What do these letters really mean, though? Let's start with awareness. Awareness is when people that are impacted by a change have been provided with sufficient awareness about the change. Now, awareness is not just sending out a super long email to people. That is not effective communication. Awareness is when you provide people with information about why the change is happening, the driving factors, what is the risk of not changing, what are the benefits of the change, what are the next steps, what is the roadmap, meaning what should people expect over the next couple of weeks or months. All of these key pieces of information needs to be integrated into your communications in a succinct manner. And when communicating awareness, you can do that via email, just a regular email, or via a newsletter. You can also use town halls or all hands meetings to communicate awareness. You can go on a roadshow to provide awareness about the change. It is recommended that you use a multi-pronged approach, not just one way of communicating, use multiple channels to provide awareness. One key reason why people say they resist a change is from a lack of awareness. Now, let us take a look at desire. Desire is when people say, I am willing and I am receptive to this change and I am willing to support the change. How do you drive desire? You want to present the change from a partnership perspective. People don't like when change is happening to them. They like when a change is happening with them. So you want to have interactive sessions to give people the opportunity to ask questions about the change. That's why on this screen, you see we have town halls, meetings, roadshows. That gives you the ability to really engage with people. Most importantly, though, is this WIFM, WIIFM. If you don't remember anything about today's conversation, remember WIFM. WIFM is what's in it for me. It is human nature, whenever they are faced with a change, to vocalize this question, or sometimes they think about it, other times they think about it subconsciously. What's in it for me? And so when you are able to communicate what's in it for people, it increases their willingness, aka desire, to want to accept and embrace the change. The next one is knowledge. For knowledge, you want to provide FAQs, tutorials, you want to provide virtual training sessions, or it could be LMS. You want to provide, if possible, in-person sessions. You also want to provide office hours and support calls for people to be able to stop in and ask questions or seek help. You also want to provide coaching. But providing people with the knowledge is great. You also have to help them develop the ability, which I call developing proficiency. So you want to follow up with people. Do they need additional coaching? Do they need additional training? You want to continue to provide office hours and support. You want to continue to provide FAQs and resources. And that leads us to the arrow, which is reinforcement. And for reinforcement, you want to track your change adoption metrics and KPIs. You want to continue to follow up with people. How's everybody doing? Ask people, use your change champion network. Ask them to talk, ask them to go talk to their colleagues to provide you with feedback as to how people are adopting the changes. Tweak or pivot your change management plans and strategies based on the level of adoption that you are seeing. If you're seeing less adoption than you were expecting, then you want to do a little bit more change management to ensure that people feel supported, people feel they really have the awareness, they have the desire to support, they have the knowledge, and they also have the proficiency. All of these activities will help you sustain your change management changes that are being implemented. So that right there is how you take the Prosci ADKAR and you implement this framework to help increase change adoption for the different projects that you are going to be implementing.